Yeah, at this point, K-Flock was still deep in the streets, spinning the op block on IG Live without a care in the world for who was watching. In fact, in a now iconic IG Live session, K-Flock would record himself in 800 YG's territory, seemingly...
I ain't gonna lie, bro, shit like that is just, like, dumb to me, again, because, like, what if something really had to happen while you're on live? Then, now you have to protect yourself, and then your face is on camera, getting into a shootout. Like, what? What's up, Cash Gang? It's your boy CASHOUT DANZEL, man. Back with another video for y'all boys, man. For the record, K-Flock being sentenced to 25 years in jail, man. Damn, that boy got sentenced today. And nigga, that boy, 30 years, I heard. 30. Damn. Let's get to the video, y'all boys, man. See what's about to happen.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we got a breaking news story. Bronx drill rapper K-Flock was just sentenced to 25 years in federal prison. And we're going to break down the very beginning of how this turned into what it is. And then I'm going to just give you my thoughts after.
On December 16th, 2021, a man wearing a $1,500 Moncler jacket, a pair of Nike Jordan...
I know the video just started, but this is one of the dumbest things you could do in life. Why would you go slide on ops and outfits and designer clothes and shoes that's not out yet? This man had on some Marys that was not released yet. I think some Jordans too. The Jordans also was not released yet. But he went. That's some like.
Ones that hadn't even been released yet, and a $1,400 pair of Amiri Playboy jeans was walking down the street. Here, he's spotted in his designer fit by a man sitting in a nearby barbershop, who walks outside to exchange words with the well-dressed fellow. Within the space of only a few seconds, the young man wearing the Moncler jacket would pull out a gun and open fire, shooting 24-year-old Oscar Hernandez in the neck and back and leaving him to die in the middle of a busy New York street. According to the NYPD, the man in the Moncler jacket was Kevin Perez, better known online as K-Flock, the most buzzing drill rapper coming out of the Bronx. But to make matters even worse, only moments before this killing took place, he was allegedly on Facebook.
Wait a minute.
Bro was on Facebook. Yeah, bro. Before that shit happened, bro was on there on Facebook with the same fit on, showing that he had chop on him. Like, come on, man. America dumbest criminals or something?
We gotta go back. We gotta go back to that exact moment, Ross.
Pull out a gun and open fire, shooting 24-year-old Oscar Hernandez in the neck and back and leaving him to die in the middle of a busy New York street. According to the NYPD, the man in the Moncler jacket was Kevin Perez, better known online as...
Y'all see that 1090 pendant right there? Yeah.
This nigga 1090 Jake funny as hell, bro.
Yeah, that big 1090 pendant. Yeah, free scrap, man. I just had to throw that in there. Let's go.
K-Flock, the most buzzing drill rapper coming out of the Bronx. But to make matters even worse, only moments before this killing took place, he was allegedly on FaceTime with his opposition, seemingly posting this video to social media, showing the world that he kept a pistol inside that Moncler jacket. So, why would somebody wearing thousands of dollars of designer clothes...
Now, keep in mind, this is very important. Everything that Ross is saying is accurate, but I just want to point out a very small detail, if I can rewind it to where I actually need this shit to fucking be. So, K-Flock is here on the left, and next to him is a female. I forget who this was. It was supposed to be sister, cousin, whatever, right? But it's a girl. So when Buddy comes out the barbershop, it's a confrontation, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, they found a gun on dude's body.
Yeah.
Correct
yeah, bro had a gun though. The K-Flock and Hernandez had a gun too, bro. So when Hernandez came out the store, yeah, he was G'd up too. Bro, I definitely had G'd on him for sure. He had G'd on him for sure.
K-Flock ends up getting picked up for this murder, right?
Yeah.
He gets charged with the murder at 18 years old, but he ends up beating it on self-defense. The murder charge gets dropped. This was the biggest thing that, let me just reiterate this. This was the biggest charge he was fighting, was murder. If he got convicted on that murder, the judge would have been forced to sentence him to life. And K-Flock even claimed that the judge cried and was happy he didn't have to send such a young kid away for a life sentence. And he just ends up sentencing him to like a quarter of a life sentence. But we're gonna get into all this. I just wanted to point that out. The body was dropped on self-defense. He had a woman, a female, with him. So it's not just defending himself; it's also defending her.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. In New York, there's no self-defense, right? So the only reason why K Flock beat that shit, bro, because bro had a chop on him too. If bro didn't have a chop on him, K Flock would have probably got 40 years, man. He would have got charged for that. Then he got 25 for the RICO already. Imagine the murder and the RICO. Yeah, bro was finished for sure. For sure.
He can get shot at and hits the girl. The dude that got hit wasn't a fucking civilian. He was like Trinitario, whatever, right?
Now, the most famous of the Sevside rappers from the Bronx drill scene is, of course, K Flock. But before he was known for his raps, he was just doing his thing in the dangerous streets of the Bronx alongside a couple of his friends. More specifically, Dougie B and B Love, who actually is OGs, with this trio being Sevside natives growing up on 187th Street in Belmont in the Bronx.
Where are you from? How did y'all get into this music stuff? From 187. Okay.
Now, it was apparently B Love who started rapping first out of this trio, funnily enough, citing his biggest inspiration in the rap game as Chicago drill rapper turned convicted murderer Rondo Number 9.
So he's the one that actually got them onto the music first, and obviously all drill was inspired by Chicago. That's where it comes from. New York been killing, Jacksonville been killing, but drill comes from Chicago. A lot of people jumped onto that wave with inspiration from Chicago, of course. You know what I'm saying? Because it just opened up a whole new door in hip hop. It was a whole new avenue. People were already doing like the gang rapping, but it just became something else. And unfortunately, what it became wasn't really good for any city.
Over on Sevside, K Flock had yet to release any music yet. At this point, K Flock was still deep in the streets, spinning the op block on IG Live without a care in the world for who was watching. In fact, in a now iconic IG Live session, K Flock would record himself in 800 YG's territory, seemingly.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Shit like that is just like dumb to me, again. Because what if something really had to happen while you're on live? Then now you have to protect yourself, and then your face is on camera, getting into a shootout. Like, y'all don't be thinking that cops be watching y'all lives too, gang? Yes, bro. Once the cops see you outside, bro, with a group of niggas and shit, they start to watch you. You automatically start to become a target. You're gonna see them niggas just spinning around every day. You're gonna start seeing them because all they want to do is just, like, for me, get the faces correct. Every time they see you, they just know who you are and shit like that. They're gonna, for me, memorize the face, memorize who you are, keep watching what y'all do. For me, let y'all rock out with certain little shit that y'all do. And just keep building and building and building and building until they're ready for y'all, bro. That's because shit like this, bro. Me as a cop, nigga, I'm putting that shit in my notes. He on live with 194 people spinning on his ops hood. So he's definitely a part of a gang. He definitely loves violence because he's on live spinning. So he loves this. He does, like, no one's actually looking for him. He's the one that's looking. As a cop, that's all I'm thinking.
For ops, showing the world that he was outside the ops building and ready to shoot, or make a movie as he calls it.
Come outside, we in front of y'all building. Look, we in front of y'all building. He live in this building.
So you telling me you was really going to shoot them boys if they came outside?
I'm Dolo.
Oh, live, gang. Like, you telling me you was really going to spark them boys if they came out on stream, on live, Instagram live. Like, what you thought was going to happen after that? Like, you were just asking to go to jail. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you locked up and shit right now. Like, you shouldn't be upset because you was willing to go in. Shit like this is giving me that you're willing to get locked up, gang. You're not trying to. You looking for your shit to be known. That's looking to go to jail, gang.
But tell me, I'm like that. What am I, mother? What? I wish when y'all drink niggas over here, we just shot when y'all niggas in your face. We never got live. What am I, mom? Movie on live. If I got a dog, go what am I? Damn it. Well, I'm on a block, Tolo. I'm on a block.
And at a certain point, K-Flock seems to spot who he was looking for, but is then immediately spotted himself by the cops.
But the boy's right here. You can't do nothing. She's right here. You can't do nothing. Fog, watch yourself. So. Yeah. I'm not doing nothing, bro. So. Alright. rats. Where the mom? Look, I'm about to run down. Where my dad and the boys right there? Look. Nobody's running. Nobody's running. The boys right there.
If y'all didn't know, this is how you get indicted.
Like, where my mother? Like, this is how you get it. Like, where my mother? This is how you get indicted, gang. Like, you see how the cops just parked up? They watching, bro. They just looking at them, like, from just watching they face, looking at what they got going on. This man got no face mask on, got a hoodie on. I don't know what he thought having the damn hoodie on with the face open was gonna do for him. If you had to really get into a shootout, you're caught. You have no face mask, no gloves. Stay out the streets. I'm not giving nobody no shit. But that's like, and if you know people from the streets, bro, you know. Come on. But like I'm saying, bro, like, bro got nothing that's gonna, for me, keep him from going to jail. Like I'm saying, like he's just asking to go to jail or something.
How you get indicted?
Yeah. The boys right there. Like, look.
Y'all smiling the boys, but that's not your friend.
Come around the block. Came on there. Boys down there. Look, boys still down there. Boys still down there.
But despite the police presence, K-Flock remained on the block, ready for ops and still streaming live, despite the presence of the police.
K-Flock wasn't a little crash out, bro. That's
y'all, look. I'm on your hand still.
K would even go on in this live to tell his homie that he literally spun the block for views and bragging about the sub 200 live viewers that he had on his live while this was going on.
We gang out here. We just made it like 17 times. Oh, live, how many views I got? Look, you want to see for yourself?
Yeah, this is literally how you get indicted, bro. And I mean, it was just a whole.
My boy said, "Look how many views I got." So you're willing to go? So you're willing to go to jail for 136 people in their game? You're willing to risk your life for me? Got your mama crying in the house. What about you in jail for 138 people that don't care about you? That's not gonna put no money in your books. Not gonna send your mama no money. Not gonna pay her rent. Not gonna do nothing like that. Not gonna come check up on you, check up on your mom. No. You're just watching this in their house, like I'm doing right now, watching the video, smoking their weed, eating their food, and watching you crash out and risk your life to go to jail. That's all they're doing. But I'm watching you. Gang, 25 years in jail is not like, gang. We went to jail at 18. How old are you now? Like 22? You're not coming out until you like, what? Goddamn, 40 something, damn near 50.
Of spinning like this to where he was just doing whatever. Like, look, they even jump on live, him and D-Thang, and it turns into a whole back and forth.
But moving into 2021, we would see that beef be playing out on social media more and more. As we get into the new year of 2021, Bronx drill fans would see D-Thang and K-Flock hopping on Instagram Live together and arguing about who has the best lean and smoke.
Yeah, that's mud. That mud. That mud.
I'm gonna give it a buck on this situation right here. I don't think these niggas are cousins, bro. I don't think that they ever wanted to be beefing. I just think that they on their sides and that's their friends and this or whatever the case is. Mind you, they was all cool before. It was all cool. Then something happened. Body drop. But I don't think these two right here ever wanted to beef and shit, bro. I think they got real love for each other and shit, but it's just the streets, bro. Streets messing with their mind so much. It's like they can't put shit aside and be like, no, bro, just come. And after a body drop, you can't no come together. But y'all could have came together before somebody dropped. Shit.
D-Thang would go on to prod his op, referencing their earlier song, saying that there's no more free Dougie B because he'll soon be RIP and the YGs are going to take his life.
Where am I? Stop talking like that. Where am I done?
Gangsta. I'm really gonna catch him. I ain't gonna lie, catch it, Dougie B.
That's crazy.
Now, not long after this, K-Flock would be seen on live, apparently spinning through his ops block once again, the 800 YG's turf. And from here, we would see a reckless K-Flock acting wild on live. Right?
You can't say he wasn't doing it because every time he did
bro.
it, he recorded it.
Like, bro, bro was making the cops' job so easy. Like, them boys was sitting, like I said, probably sitting down there in the investigation room with each other and shit, got the computer playing on a little TV and just watching everything he doing on YouTube. That's right there. Everything he did, he recorded it, gang. Nothing was private. Nothing he did was on some. Bro did everything on live.
screaming at them not to run out of the window.
Man, this nigga K Fly just wanted some goddamn attention.
Seemingly,
And
K Flock would eventually catch someone, dissing them from out the window, and even telling the driver to use the car to run them over.
It was gunning. It was gunning. It was gunning. Oh, why? What? Oh, why? I slapped the shit out you. Tell him 800 niggas that suck my. You heard? Hey, yo, you heard? Tell him 800 that said suck my dick. Don't run. Don't run. Go, Go, hit him with the whip. Hit him with the whip.
After losing their supposed off in a brief chase,
bro said hit him with the
then
whip, though. Bro said hit him with the whip, bro. Are you on live saying that? Bro, they played that shit in the courtroom. Hit him with the whip.
they're still on the block, and they're not leaving.
We still on a strip, though. I got my job. And we not leaving.
Word to my dad. This is exactly what he got indicted for, bro. Sliding on blocks, being on blocks he ain't on, going live, showing he got it on him, showing he looking for whoever, and then when he got confronted, he ended up booming somebody. Gets picked up on a murder, gets hit with a RICO, gets hit with a ton of different charges. Matter of fact, let's look at that. So, February 23rd, 2023, 8 members of Bronx gang, Sev Side and Third Side, charged with murder,
I think
racketeering.
one of his mans got like 30 years too. Like one of his other homies got 30 years. They wanted him to tell on K Flox. He said, "You're not telling. I'll see you in 30 years." Man, that's a lot of time. Man, 30 years is a whole lot of goddamn time. I mean, like, let me stay real to your homies. Y'all did something together for me. That's real nigga shit for me. At the end of the day, if you and your homie did something together and y'all get jammed up for it, bro, y'all should both take the consequences. It should not be no nigga telling on this nigga. Y'all both should handle that shit as grown men, because both of y'all was out there doing grown man shit. And that's that. But that's a lot of fucking time. 30 years. It's a lot of goddamn time, bro. These niggas come out in 30 years. This nigga not gonna know what's going on with the world no more. Nah, how lost he's gonna be. Bro, jail is like a whole nother world, gang. It's like a whole nother, whole nother world, gang. And there were nothing but savages and snakes and demons and all type of shit, bro.
Related violent
telling y'all,
offenses.
bro,
Kevin
do something
Perez,
positive with y'all life.
K Flock was the first.
Do something positive.
23rd, 2023, 8 members of Bronx gang, Sev Side and Third Side, charged with murder, racketeering, and related violent offenses. Kevin Perez, aka K Flock, was the first person named. Perez murdered Hernandez in broad daylight in Manhattan on December 16, 2021. Perez and 2 others shot at rival gang members in 2020. Perez and 2 others shot at rival gang members in 2021. And Kevin Perez, who was 19 at the time of this indictment, was hit with racketeering conspiracy, murder in aid of racketeering, use of a firearm resulting in death, attempted murder and assault with a dangerous weapon in aid of racketeering, use of a firearm for attempted murder and assault with a dangerous weapon. He was facing a mandatory life in prison sentence or the death penalty.
Damn.
At just 19 years
Do
old.
we even got that in New York? They got that over here? I didn't know they got that over there. Shit, you was facing that, buddy? You ain't had no chance, though, bro. And the thing about it, right, I heard that his label dropped him. So it's like, I know that messed up, like, certain shit with the lawyers and shit. From he went from this top lawyer to, like, you know what I mean? Because I heard, I don't know if I'm 100% sure on that, but I seen that online, that the label dropped him.
18 charged with murder. 19, the feds double down and charge you with everything. And you're facing forever. One thing I respect about him is he is exactly who he says he is. He never folded. He never shied away. He was never scared. He didn't testify. He didn't cooperate. He didn't run from anybody. He banged it out when it came to him. He banged it out when he looked for them. He just has to eat the sentence that comes with it, because that's all.
And y'all telling me this is the type of life that y'all want? Street nigga. This is the street. This is what a street nigga gets. See, 2 ways. Jail. Dead. See, God blessed him that he his life took it away from him. So he got the other one. Life. Queso. Street life. life and still facing another murder charge. Now, see what happened. Lil Durk, street life, murder for hire, could possibly be facing life. I gotta pay attention and learn something. Listen to your parents, bro. Go to school. Try to start a business. Get you some money on, bro. Stop worrying about the streets, bro. This is where that shit gets you, bro. Look where you want to end. This is where you end up, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. Like, focus up.
The game.
Telling you, bro.
You can say 100% K-Flock is a gangster. 100%.
Yeah.
And he has a body under his belt. Everyone knows. He beat it. You know what I'm saying? But they know he did it. He beat it on self-defense. Through and through, he's a gangster. Sliding on their blocks, doing what he's doing. Is he the smartest gangster? No. And his lawyer even argued that in court. Drill rapper K-Flock couldn't have headed the ruthless crew that terrorized the Bronx with rampant gun violence because he has an intellectual disability. His lawyers argued as the convicted gangster faced decades behind bars Tuesday. Lawyers for the 22-year-old PSA hitmaker, whose real name is Kevin Perez, made the head-scratching claim as they lobbied a Manhattan federal judge for leniency at his sentencing. The jailed musician argued that the prosecution's star witness, a fellow member of the Southside DOA crew, managed Flock due to his purported disability. So they're trying to say he's retarded. He couldn't be the gang leader. But the feds blasted the argument as Flock's transparent attempt to deflect responsibility in any way he can. He was the one leading the charge on the street, not the other way around. The feds have asked the judge to sentence Flock to 50 years in prison for his role in a gang-fueled Bronx shooting spree between 2020 and 2022 and an Upper Manhattan burst of gun violence that resulted in the murder of 24-year-old Hernandez. Over the course of less than 18 months, Flock and his fellow gang members engaged in a campaign of violence, deepening existing gang rivalries and instigating new feuds where none had previously existed. Dozens of people were shot at, injured, and even killed during this short period of time due to the increased gang violence whipped up in large part by K-Flock. A jury convicted Flock in March of racketeering, conspiracy, and various serious weapons charges and assault charges, but K-Flock was acquitted of a murder after his attorneys argued the December 16, 2021 shooting of Hernandez outside of Hamilton Heights was done in self-defense. Now, the inner city press would cover the sentencing of K-Flock, and he would say K-Flock, aka Kevin Perez, has just been sentenced to 25 years in prison, otherwise 300 months. The feds did ask for 50, but the judge settled for 25. 22 years old with a 20.
The judge still trying to give him a little life, bro. Like 40-something. I mean, you ain't that old, but your rap career is over with, though, man. Like, it's over with. So it's like, I don't know, bro. You really just ruined your whole life again. For what? For what? Nothing. For nothing. For nothing. For nothing. For street bullshit. The streets don't got no love, bro. I mean, kept the G, though. Kept the ram, my boy. But shit. Bad for bro. Man, bro had a whole career though, man. Like, he would have been one of them ones. Bro would have been one of them ones, bro. That's 25 years, bro. Like, nobody wanna hear no music, bro, when they 40-something years old, bro. 50 years old. And when this dude come out of jail, bro, 50-something. Sad, bro. Y'all stay out the streets, bro. Stay out the streets, bro. Y'all don't learn through this. I don't know. Y'all go ahead and be out there. But that's that video.